It's Barnes and Leslie. It's the Morning X. We are just horrified by what has gone on in Florida and what continues to happen down there. Crash will have an up-to-the-minute update here in just a few minutes on everything. We're keeping him. Those guys are grinding at 11 Alive. Just grinding.
And I really want to thank our friends at Angel Flight, too, because they have an opportunity for you to help. Just go to their website.
Go to Angel Flight on Facebook or go to 99x.com. They're looking for very specific things like batteries, buckets, mops, brooms, kids' fruit juice boxes. You can see the full list, and you can drop any of this stuff off at Angel Flight over at PDK, right out in front of their office. It's very easy to find. 9 to 5, they're open every single day. And this, of course, is for North Carolina and for Florida. So if you can help, it would be greatly appreciated. We'll get a full update from Crash here in a few minutes. Sleaze right now, presented by McDonald's. Best part about working at McDonald's is the people.
You know, we've talked about all the old audio that's sort of resurfacing about Diddy, but there are still new allegations, Barnes, and this one is from, that attorney Ariel Mitchell Kidd. She is defending some of these people. She's now describing a new case, how Diddy threatened her client with a knife and sprayed her with a lubricant.
Yes, so in the suit, there is a part where Mr. Combs is threatening her with a knife and makes her take off her clothes. And then he takes what she believes is some type of liquid substance out of a bag, out of a fanny pack to be specific. And he squirts it at her. And she originally thought it was like acid or something. But then she realized that it was some type of lubricant or oil. She actually didn't specify even baby oil. She just said he just started squirting it at her, squirting it all over her body. And then that's when, after she was covered in this oil, that's when the attack began with Mr. Combs.
I mean, this lady is everywhere. She's the one who has all the info about all these tapes. I mean, she's. If I were her, I would not be so present. Because, even though dude's in jail, he still knows people. And you know how people are.
Very vocal. And I do think some musicians, high profile, are kind of hiding out.
Yeah, this is a dangerous situation.
Because they were seen with him back in the day. Now, I talked about Usher. Remember Usher talking about Diddy?
Yes.
I actually have the audio now. This is when Usher was on with Howard Stern. Check this out.
I moved to New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year. Do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I mean, but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place. And I didn't necessarily understand it. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy camp?
Hell no.
It's unreal how much stuff is coming out.
What? He didn't understand what was going on. He was like 13 or 14 when he moved in with him. And then another one who's been conspicuously absent. Let's talk about Justin Bieber. Diddy was on with Kimmel with Bieber.
When is that coming, that Lamborghini? We talked about this last time.
He had the Lamborghini for a day or two, and he had access to the house, and he knows better than to be talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff on national television.
All this was right in our face. Like, it was all right there.
It was all right there, and again, Wendy Williams was the only person speaking up against him. I have another crazy Lisa Marie Presley story, and this one's really actually kind of sad. She tragically fell into a deep addiction to pills, and this is all in her memoir. Her opioid habit kind of spiraled out of control. You ready for this? She was taking 80 pills a day. 80, Barnes. It started after the birth of her twin daughters. That was in 2008. And then progressing from, recreational use to a really desperate escape from reality. I guess she hid her struggle with shame, even from her family, keeping it a secret, of course, until her death in 2023 at the age of 54.
80.
That is all in the book. 80 a day.
What do you even carry those around in? You see those little boxes that have the slots? Like that will only hold... What?
So shocking.
You get one of those huge boxes just for one of your collections. That's a lot.
Jenna Fischer announcing her breast cancer announcement. from The Office. She disclosed a battle with breast cancer in a very emotional Instagram post sharing her journey. Quote, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I never thought I'd be making an announcement like this, but here we go. Last December, I was diagnosed with stage 1 triple positive breast cancer. After completing surgery, chemotherapy, and radiation, I am now cancer-free.
Good. Finally, some good news.
I know, and I think it's good when people at least talk about this because, again, it can help someone else out. Thank you, Jenna Fischer. Justin Timberlake, did you see this story? Canceling his concert in Newark due to an unspecified ankle injury. Here's the weird part. He did it just hours before the show at the Prudential Center. Why do artists do that? Like, can't you do it the day before? Because people are already there. They've flown in.
Could it have just happened?
Revealed that a doctor had examined his injury the night before. So, I don't know. I'm sorry. But anyway, you're doing this just hours before, and people are not happy.
I mean, maybe he thought he could get by. I mean, look at the dude from Cage the Elephant. When he hurt himself here, he rolled around on that thing, on the little wheelie with his leg up the whole time. Kept going.
Remember Dave Grohl in The Throne, where he sat on a throne when he had his leg injury? I was at that concert. He did the whole concert in the throne.
Well, that's kind of funny. Finally, some good Dave Grohl news there from Leslie Fram, because there's not much of that.
Sorry about that. I did actually kind of see this. Mark Wahlberg's wife shocking fans with a nude photo of him, their little vacay in Fiji. Did you see that?
Well, if anyone's going to do it, it's the dude that gets up at 3 a.m. and works out for 4 hours every day. Of course he's okay with it.
Yeah, she posted that on their I guess, they're on it's not a honeymoon, but it's a family vacation, and she decided to post that. Have you seen like his workout regime and what he eats? Yeah. It's insane.
Yeah, he's an oversharer for sure.
For sure he
is.
He's
backed off a little bit lately, but it was getting to the point where I was like, bro, cool your jets. He was sharing and pimping everything you could.
Oh, that is your Celebrity Sleaze.